Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and I'm here on the show to talk about some NBA news, so let's get right into it. I want to get this video uploaded before the NBA Finals, which I'm streaming on my Twitch, Landon_Markham_42, I think. Streaming the Finals, Game 3. And after that, I'll be on here for the recap, for the post-game recap. So yeah, let's just get right into it. So, Vegas Showtime, Damian Lillard said he's, quote, definitely not joining Miami if they win the title. Quote, Miami win a championship, that definitely ain't happening. So he basically, there's reports been saying, oh, he could join the Heat, how him and Jimmy Butler would be a good duo, but he says, if the Miami Heat join the title, he definitely isn't joining. He said, he's basically saying, it ain't happening. People have been thinking, oh, he might go to the Heat. Like Brian Windhorst is thinking, oh, he might go to the Heat. A lot of people have been thinking that, but if they win the championship, then yeah, you can rule out Damian Lillard going to the Miami Heat. It's like, okay, please stop gossiping. You're not leaving Portland. Like, I like Damian Lillard, but it's just like, bro, just stop. Like, people say, oh, it's clear he's leaving, but he said, y'all said this last year and the year before, and he's still in Portland. Like, he really doesn't want to win a ring. And people say, oh, he wants to earn it. Well, time's running out for Mr. Lillard. He's, what, 30? He's getting up there in age. Time's running out in Lillard. We get it, you don't like shortcuts, but rather continue on the grind to win one in Portland, which will never happen, by the way. That roster's just not built for a championship. And Dame's just talking at this point. Like, Jesus Christ, I'm so tired of hearing about this dude. Like, just stop it. He's just talking at this point. He's going to go where they tell him and be happy, I guess. But continue to lose and lose, Mr. Lillard. What a weird way of thinking for Mr. Lillard. Doesn't want to go to a team to try and get a ring if they don't win it this year, and even if they win it, oh well, try and win one with that team next season. But they got Caleb, Gabe, Strus all evolving, so maybe it isn't too bad, but if Lillard wants to win, he should just go to Miami. You're not going to win Portland. So we got some breaking news about 2 hours ago about Chris Paul. Per Chris B. Haynes, the Phoenix Suns are waiving Chris Paul. Did he wave back? But Chris Paul, at this point, he might retire without a ring. I know people are like, oh, so I saw something between like, oh, CP3 to the Lakers. I don't think he's gonna retire though. I actually wanted CP3 to get a ring, but if he comes to LA and he can help him out, I don't think you'd pay him $30 million for it. Like, that'd be big overpay, but $15 million would be solid for a good backup point guard in Chris Paul. I don't know why people hate him so bad just because he doesn't have a ring, but I don't know. But remember, he said earlier his daughter's getting chirped about him having no rings. It might even worse. I don't think his daughter should get roasted for it, because, I mean, it's not her fault he doesn't have a ring. I mean, come on. But I'm really surprised here that they released Chris Paul. I really thought they were going to run it back with Chris Paul and trade DeAndre Ayton with the first report. I talked about one of the episodes, but yeah, it's insane that CP3 is at the point where he's basically, he's untradeable. As a backup point guard, you know, I wouldn't mind seeing him go to Miami next season. Because I think that would be a good backup point guard. But he's getting up there in age and injury prone. It makes sense. The Lakers is definitely an option. Everybody's thinking the Lakers. But it might happen, we'll see. But yeah, that's it with Chris Paul. We have one more thing from Woj. It said Chris Paul wants to return to the Suns and partner with his close friend Devin Booker and Kevin Durant. Per Woj ESPN. How do we tell him? How do we tell Mr. Chris Paul here? How do we tell Mr. Chris Paul here? Does he know that the Suns don't want you? The Suns don't want you back, sir. Sometimes it's hard moving on after a breakup. You're going to have to get over it, Chris Paul. You're going to have to get over it, sir. You're going to have to get over it. Maybe less money. Maybe he could take less money. But they cut him. Like, the Suns don't want him to return, though. But he'll test the market, though. But I can see him sign a vet contract, maybe a minimum, but I don't know. So an NBA executive expects Gabe Vincent and Max Strus to command $15 million each on the open market. I think it's well deserved, because they've had a good playoff run. Outside of that one game where Max Strus is over 10, he hasn't been great, but he's been decent enough. He's been playable. But no way Max Strus gets as much as Gabe Vincent gets. Gabe Vincent has been way more consistent in these 2023 playoffs. And I think these are good deals, to be honest. I would take them both in my squad. I think both will likely get it at $15 million. Might sound a lot, but you have guys like Jordan Poole and Tyler Hero making $30 million. Obviously, Poole and Hero, they're better talents, but Strus and Vincent may impact the game just as much. Strus will probably have to walk and get replaced, but I think they'll pay Gabe Vincent. I really do. But $15 million ain't as much as people think, compared to what Jordan Poole and Tyler Hero have, what money they get. Report. Perry report here, the Washington Wizards, they're expected to eventually enter full rebuild. Oh really? Is that so? Per this report. Yeah, we've known this for 6 years now. They've been trash. This team can never decide if it's tanking or trying to narrowly miss the playoffs or get bounced early in the playoffs. Like, this team doesn't know what they're doing. But they should just try and rebuild, honestly. Like, get rid of Kuzma, get rid of Beal, get some draft picks, stack up for the future. Just do that. I would do that. And I would keep Porzingis, because he was actually hella underrated last year. And get some young talents, starting with this year's draft and going forward. But I feel bad for Wizards fans. They've suffered enough. Kuzma may not be part of their plans going forward. He's definitely going to get moved. Beal, I think, should. Maybe Porzingis. I don't know. They need to trade everyone and start rebuilding now. Get off that Beal contract while he still has some value. But he has no trade clause, so. But they need to take that full turn from the Wall and Beal era. You just need to get rid of Beal at this point. It's a lot of selling to do, but they need to keep Adiha, how do you say his name, and Kispert. Two of their good young players. CJ McCollum expects Damian Lillard to exit Portland, quote, via on First Take. If I was a betting man, I would say this is the last we've seen of him in Portland, end quote. Yeah, we'll know in about 2 weeks if Portland doesn't trade the number 3 pick. He's probably gonna ask out, probably request a trade. Maybe he knows something. He knows something we don't. Who knows? But Dame said it himself. He expects to be in Portland. Every time we've been saying this for 3 years now. Oh, he's gonna get traded. He's gonna exit Portland, and it hasn't happened. Former Celtic Shaquille O'Neal, he vows to break up Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Via on the Big 3 podcast said, quote, I don't want 5 stars on my team. I want a guy that I can go to every night. I want a guy that's going to lead, and I want 3 dogs. 3 others. I would, for if they were specialists, 1 to be a shooter, 1 to be a rebounder, and 1 to be a fighter. Former Celtic Shaquille O'Neal's a new one. I mean, I know he played for Boston, but I've never heard somebody say former Celtic Shaquille O'Neal. But yeah, we know Shaq's always makes good decisions being with out with Brittany Renner. But I mean, ain't a bad thing. I think she's I'm not gonna say anything. They only mention because he's speaking on the Celtics in this quote. To be fair, if he was talking about some random team and they're drawing him as a former Celtic, then I could see it being weird. But yeah. I think Boston can't lose. I don't know if Boston can lose this either way. Trade Brown, get some assets to continue building around Tatum. You might have to do that. I feel like Shaq's right. You might have to think about it if you're the Celtics. CJ McCollum ranks Anthony Davis over Nikola Jokic as the toughest player he's faced in the playoffs. Okay, so is this really news? I thought CJ would be a good debate, but Jesus Christ, I thought I might be wrong. But Jesus Christ, I was wrong. The problem is Davis takes nights off and gets injured easily. But but this really is a clickbait headline if you look at the context. But yeah. if you want to read the headline, but I would say Jokic has been the better player and the tougher player to guard. But here's Shaquille O'Neal with Brittany Renner, as I was talking about. It's kind of a W. No, that's a W. To me, Brittany Renner's hot. Sorry, not sorry. Dan Le Batard believes if Nikola Jokic would be a larger star if he were American. Quote, he's magic and bird and America hates him, end quote. America doesn't hate him there, Mr. Retard. The media wants to talk everything but basketball. Like, the media... Sports media needs to change. None of them actually like sports. I mean, the rest of Dan's crew does, but he doesn't. Like, can we stop talking about this? Nobody hates him. He isn't as flashy, doesn't have the athleticism, but he's still a great player, one of the best passers of all time. He's a star, and everybody who watches and understands basketball knows this about Nikola Jokic. Like, he can score 30 points a night, but he dishes the ball to his teammates to get them involved. I mean, come on, dude. Quote, I want to have an opportunity to win in Portland. Another thing from Damian Lillard. We got an opportunity, asset-wise, to build a team that can compete. If we can't do that, then it's a separate conversation we have to have. End quote. By Damian Lillard. Dude is loyal to cooperative organization. They don't care about you. Leave. I'm tired of hearing about this. Like, it's boring year after year about this team. They're never going to be competitive. Just get traded. Who cares about the money at this point? You already have a lot of money. And he says Miami is obviously his first choice over Boston, but New York and Brooklyn over Boston, New York and Brooklyn, a hypothetical trade, quote, Bama's my dog, via Showtime. Man, for a guy who doesn't want to be traded, he sure talks about potential trades a lot. Report, there are corners of the Lakers organization that want to bring back D'Angelo Russell. Yeah, a group or corner of the Lakers staff has been fired by LeBron. Show me an example when allowing the corners or the organization or the organization to make any decision lead to anything successful. They've been banished to the corners of the organization for a reason. Don't try and get this dude back. Like, who would want D'Angelo Russell? I mean, come on, dude. Dude's just trash at this point. The Denver Nuggets says Miami Heat are the best coach team they faced this postseason. That's the Eric Spoelstra effect right there. Not a hot take. Eric Spoelstra, the Eric Spoelstra effect, one of the best coaches of all time. The roster needs to get some recognition as well. One of the best small forwards in the league, a really good center, and a great, fantastic coach. Yeah, but as I was talking about with D'Angelo Russell, there's a reason they're corners of the organization, because they wouldn't make good decisions. Report, the door's not closed on Kyrie Irving joining the Lakers in the future, even if he re-signs with the Mavs this offseason. It's this daily clickbait. He is not coming to play with LeBron on the Lakers. The Lakers don't need a star just to get another star name. You keep your team chemistry instead of getting a diva. Like, just let it go. It's over. Tyler Hero has been ruled out for Game 3, so not a surprise, as he's not been cleared to play. KCP, quote, we played a horrible game, and still almost won the game. KCP, you cost your team the game, sir. Cost your team like 6 points fouling on 3-pointers on free throws. And almost won the game isn't enough in the finals. Like, you lost, sir. Bill Simmons on the Heat team. At some point, you can't stop what God wants to happen. It just seems like God's like, I like this Heat team. I'm just enjoying this. Bill Simmons on the Heat's run. Just say the Heat surprised you and move on, dude. Stop being salty. Your Celtics got beat. Frank Vogel says he wants to restore DeAndre Ayton back to an all-star level. Yeah, you're not gonna get him back to an all-star level. He might not even stay on the team. Yeah, good luck with that. He's gone, dude. He's not staying on the team. J.B. Bickerstaff says Donovan Mitchell's a top 5 player this season. And the face give when they're lying, because he's lying. He wasn't top 5 player this year. Maybe top 5 shooting guard, but outside of that, no. But yeah, that's all I'll say for this video. Until next time, Peace.